So for chapter 278, it's also called something really weird, as it's like shapes. It's a circle, a triangle, and a square, or I don't know if I misinterpreted, but that's what I see anyway. We don't have any text, so let's just get into it. We start off by seeing the spectators being ecstatic over Igarashi's amazing foul play in the latest chapter where he gave Ren a foul Isagi. Also can't believe his eyes as he looks in total shock by all of this, probably thinking that the rat was good for something at least, whereas Ren just looks absolutely furious and he fully looks like he wants to kill someone. The commentators say that not even they can believe it, and moments after being swapped in, Gormu Igarashi drew out a foul from the F. Roshi and barely managed to stop his shot. After this, we actually get this rather cool panel with Igarashi down on his knees, celebrating, and Raichi and Gagamaru rushing over toward him. Igarashi later uses all of his force and screams "Ya" out loud. Probably just as loud as Buddha would be able to hear it. Raichi takes his arm around Igarashi and tells him that it was a nice one, while Gagamaru scratches his head and tells him that he nailed it and calls him a god monk. After that, we actually get some insight into the rat's play, as he explains that Noah told him his plan when they swapped in and it worked wonders. As they were standing side by side, Noah said to him that right now Roshi is relying on his own senses, so he will probably charge in without giving it a second thought. He told Igarashi to turn Ren's reckless charge back on him and to use his militia to make him get a foul. The rat actually looks really happy as he looks down on his hand and says that Noah has been watching him and he knows how to properly use Igarashi's hard work and abilities. After that, he gets an outburst and screams dreams, asking if his mom and dad saw that trash-talking their temple a bit, before saying that his life just got a Buddha boost. After that, we see Noah coming over and actually complimenting Igarashi and telling him to keep it up. Igarashi couldn't be happier as he's just gotten a compliment from the one and only Noah, and he says, "Yes, sir, as well as hail the three treasures." Noah looks at him intensely as he says that the enemy will keep coming at full force and tell Igarashi to drive them nuts. And when they come at them with ruthless violence, they will meet them with cool-headed intelligence. All of them are ready for it, as they look super hyped to finally get some coaching from Noah. After that, we finally get to the main man, Isagi, who's been eyeing their conversation. He's a bit surprised that Igarashi's militia actually worked on Ren. However, that also means that the furious and ruthless Ren can actually be stopped, and with that knowledge, he's sure that the field is going to change. After that, we switch teams as we go over to PXG, where we see Loki and Ren talking. Loki asks Ren if he will let it end like this and calls him Tongue Monster, which just sounds pretty funny. Anyway, Ren gets an intense look as he tells him to shut up, and that the next time he will curse that monk to death, which I can get behind on anyway with that. The match restarts and Igarashi kicks the ball. He passes it to Noah, who's got a burning aura around him as he traps the ball. It's quite fancy, I would say. As Noah has the ball, he tells Bastard Munchen to go in for them to follow his lead. Kaiser just replies with okay and calls him a shitty master, but that's actually quite a calm response coming from Kaiser, and then it begins for real as Noah is getting company, right? Of the back, as we see Shido asking Noah to have a dance with him, as well as Charles joining in to pincer Noah. Together with Shido, Shido takes his hand on Noah's shoulder to get him off balance while Charles tries to sneak under and take the ball, but Noah handles them flawlessly as he simply sweeps the ball to his left side to secure it. After that, he says go, and then right away we see Kaiser running on his right side. So Noah then takes back the ball and actually gets off a nutmeg pass under Charles after Kaiser gets the ball. Noah runs past both Shido and Charles, which lets Care send the ball back. Isagi is looking at them amazed and says that Noah drew both Shido and Charles in to then make a nutmeg pass, saying that it's a direct 1W pass and that the two of them managed to just get past 3 defenders. However, he felt a little bit left out of it as he says that he doesn't want to be on the sideline anymore as he's going to coordinate with them. As we can see here, as he ran right by Kaiser as they are running, Noah passes the ball over to them. However, it's not going as Isagi wants, as Kaiser uses him as bait for Zantetsu and gets the ball himself. After that, they hear a familiar voice saying that the reason he joined the league was not for the team, but instead to awaken Kaiser's true ego. It's Noah who's saying this, and both Kaiser and Isagi freeze up at this. Noah explains that what he truly wants is a rival who poses a threat to him. Someone like that would force Noah himself to evolve further and produce an entirely new him, saying that what he wants is to be even stronger, and wow, we just got Noah's true ego, which is far greedier than I could have ever thought. Just look at him as he hungers for the next one to even come close to challenging him. Not even the masters are enough for this beast. He looks so demonic as he traps the ball he just got from Kaiser. As I said before, Kaiser and Isagi can hardly believe it, as Kaiser is shocked at the mere fact of Noah being able to become stronger. However, as Noah is running on the pitch, someone comes in his way, and it's none other than Tokumitsu, who with a scared voice says that he will stop him. Tokumitsu looks terrified as he says that he's got to stop Noah, or else it's over. However, I would be terrified as well, because just look at Noah in this panel. He looks like an absolute monster, and Tokumitsu can't believe that he has to be the one to stop him. But surely enough, he takes his courage and charges in. He grabs Noah's shirt, which makes him fall to the floor, which just looks like it hurts, not the prettiest of plays. Maybe, but he did what was necessary. Isagi is in shock by this, and then the speakers go off as they announce that Tokumitsu just made a malicious foul, and because of that, they are giving him a yellow card. Tokumitsu right away falls to his knees because of the yellow card, but Nanus rushes over and ensures him that he had no choice, and that they would have been done for if he didn't. However, if we look a bit to the left, we see Isagi, who looks absolutely lost and heartbroken as he says that Noah doesn't care about him at all. He looks destroyed as he says that he was only planning to use him to help evolve Kaiser further, and if this wasn't bad enough, then Ren just sees Isagi as a rival to help him grow and achieve his own goals. And he finally concludes that to the world he's just a second-rate stepping stone to help create heroes, which must have been such a crushing reality to find yourself in. After that, we see Noah holding the ball up towards Kaiser and telling him to finish it, as this is a 29-meter free kick just for him. Kaiser walks towards it as he says that it's time for Kaiser's impact, but not just that, as his eyes are burning with excitement as he tells Noah to back off. However, he isn't the only one with burning eyes, as we see Isagi, whose eyes are also starting to glow and burn up as he thinks back to what he said and says that he will crush all of them. And with that, we end the chapter with Kaiser getting ready for his free kick. Alright, there's a lot to unpack here, so let's get right into it. Firstly, the rat isn't growing on me, but I quite like this panel with him finally celebrating alongside Raichi and Gagamaru, as it's quite sweet. Since all of them started the journey together after that, let's just talk about how Noah completely turned Charles and Shidu to dust without even breaking a sweat. Which I know isn't weird, as he legit is the best striker in the world, but I still thought that it was cool, and his and Kaiser's playstyle and chemistry are actually on point here. A bit sad for Isagi, however, who just got used as a piece here by Kaiser as he used him as bait. But it's just what Isagi has done this entire arc. So I guess it's fine. Now the big thing that we need to talk about is Noah's in any ego. He's come to a point where no other strikers come close to rivaling him, which in turn made him stop evolving, so he only joined the Neo-Egoist League to try and make Kaiser worthy of rivaling him. Which is just so cool, like you can't tell me he doesn't look insanely cold in this panel. I'm also a bit caught off guard by his aura, as it's really different. He's got circles, triangles, and squares coming off, which was the name of the title, so I think it makes sense. It also matches his analytical personality, but I'm not sure if I like it that much, to be fully honest. Anyway, we got to give some credit to Tokumitsu for actually taking down Noah. Even if it was a foul, it was still a lifesaver for PXG. I'm just so sad that Tokumitsu is so underdeveloped as a character, because he had everything ready for him to become a real threat and a main character, but who knows, he might still get his spotlight once again after this. Now I have seen a lot of people's reactions to Noah's betrayal, or whatever you want to call it, and I will probably put the title of the video to something like that. However, I don't feel like it's such a big deal. Like, a lot of people are in shock by this, but, you know, Noah has only known Isagi since he came here, so it would be weird for him to prioritize him, as he's played with Kaiser a lot longer. So of course he would use this opportunity to focus on his own player rather than Isagi. I'm not saying that I saw it coming, because I definitely didn't, but I just find it to be logical. However, it must have sucked for Isagi to hear that coming from his own idol anyway. Yeah, this is just my thoughts on it, and please leave your thoughts and theories down in the comments, as I love reading them.